So Kyle Rittenhouse finally made it to the big leagues. He got to appear at the Turning Point USA conference this week, and he was basically brought out on the stage like a rock star. They had the lights going. They had his own theme song they had created for him. You know, the guy essentially was a rock star. He was the biggest thing the Republican Party, the folks at Turning Point, had seen, well, since Donald Trump. And all the conservatives in that maskless crowd cheering wildly for Kyle Rittenhouse. But there is one conservative that was not happy about any of this. And she actually thinks that they're going down the wrong path by lionizing Kyle Rittenhouse. And believe it or not, folks, that individual happens to be Tomi Lahren. Tomi Lahren from Fox News went on Outnumbered this week, and she said this: I do think that as conservatives, we need to be a little careful when it comes to this. I believe we can put up Kyle Rittenhouse as someone who was innocent and who was bullied and mistreated by the media. But I think we should step back a little bit and maybe not treat him like he is a rock star or a celebrity. I don't think that's necessarily a good look for the conservative movement. He did what he had to do. He was defending himself. Let's talk about self-defense. Let's talk about the riots. Let's talk about how everything went horribly, horribly wrong that day. But I think we should take a step back and not make him the man Bon Jovi. But that's just my take, she ends with. Of course, you'd be like, well, hey, this is just my opinion, right? To try to clear the air of any bad blood there may exist. She's right. Now, she didn't go into why she thinks they shouldn't be making him into a rock star. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that out for her. He's the flavor of the week. And you're putting him up there. And yes, he was acquitted. You can argue over that back and forth all day long if you want. You know, I have my beliefs on it. I'm keeping them to myself on that because, you know, justice spoke. You may not agree with it, but it spoke. Either way, why is he a hero? He did cause 2 people to die. But what else has he done? Like, what does he have to say in a speech? I didn't watch his speech. I have no desire to watch his speech. I'm not going to watch his speech, and I'm not going to read any transcripts of it either. Because beyond the incident that evening in the summer of 2020, what is he there for? Like, what are you doing? And I think that's the part that conservatives, with the exception of clearly Tomi Lahren, haven't stopped to ask themselves, like, why? Like, what else does he have to offer the party? You know, where are we going with this? Why are we raising him up? Okay, he's a kid. Hasn't done anything other than, you know, that thing. So why are we treating him like he is a rock star? What's he going to do for the conservative movement? What kind of activism is he going to take? You know, what role is that going to be? Is he going to continue this? He's already come out, by the way, since he was acquitted with kind of mixed messages. You know, at one point even going as far as to suggest that, hey, please don't, you know, praise me for doing this. Obviously, he's okay with it now, I guess, accepting the speaker's position at TP. But beyond that, what's the point of lifting him up? And I think that is what Tomi Lahren really was trying to get at here. This makes no sense because what's the longevity? You know, if there was longevity, they would have also brought out the McCloskeys up on that stage. You remember the St. Louis gun couple. How are they doing now after being the Republican flavor of the week? It doesn't end well. Typically ends in disgrace. One way or another, the flavors of the week come and go. So it is what it is. And it really is creepy to say this, but for once, Tomi Lahren was right. Scary, I know, but it's true.